had the chance to play football for a team you'd supported all your life, surrounded by some of the greatest legends in the game?
And for a handful of lucky fans, that dream is about to come true.
You're about to see a football tournament unlike any witnessed before.
It's about pride, it's about passion, it's about childhood dreams being realised.
This is Premier League All-Stars.
Welcome to the All-Stars Arena. All this week you'll see football legends take to the field with a host of celebrities hoping to be crowned the first ever Premier League All-Stars champions.
So, if you want to see Angus Deaton slide tackle Jamie Redknapp, or Ewan Blair slip one past Neville Southall, then this is the place to be.
And that's not all, because for the first time ever, and something I'm very much looking forward to, ordinary fans have been given a chance of a lifetime.
Yes, we've been up and down the country looking for talent from the terraces to join our legends and celebs.
For the chosen few, their dream of lacing up their boots for the clubs they've supported all their lives is about to come true.
And this is what they'll be getting a taste of.
Since it began in 1992, the Premier League has taken English football by the scruff of the neck and turned it into the most watched, talked about, an exciting football league on the planet. The passion of the fans watching from the stands is matched by the intense rivalries of the managers and the players on the pitch. And now that many of the world's top stars are playing here, we're treated to dazzling stadiums, unbelievable skills, and of course, masses of glorious goals.
I bet you miss all of that.
To be honest, on a scale of 1 to 10, I miss it about 9.
I'd have thought you'd have said 11, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right, so this is how the show works, folks. Each Premier League club has entered an All-Stars team, with those 20 clubs split into 2 groups of 10.
Each group produces 4 quarter-finalists who will all play for a place in Sunday's final when we crown the Premier League All-Stars champions for 2007.
All-Stars is part of the Premier League's Creating Chances scheme, which promotes the work done by the clubs for their local communities. The team's charities will all share £300,000, with £100,000 going to the winning team's chosen cause.
Tonight we've got Manchester United versus Blackburn, followed by Man City versus Everton.
And joining us here live on stage is former Aston Villa and England star David Platt, and actually playing tonight, later, because he's in his kit, Manchester City's legendary number 10, Rodney Marsh.
He's a pantomime villain.
I don't know if that's just because you're back on Sky, Rodney, or what. Now, you've trained with your team today, saw you earlier this afternoon. How did you get on and how do you think you're going to do?
Well, we trained fantastically. We've got a secret weapon, okay? I only know the first names of our players. His name is Anthony, and he plays up front, and he is awesome.
How did the ordinary fans, how did they link up? Because it must be nerve-wracking for them.
Well, we had 2 midfield players who were about 25 years old, and they were flying around, Ian. So I think my team has got a chance.
They're going to carry you then, the fans are going to carry you.
In other words, they're going to carry me, yeah.
What about this, Gaff? Have you seen anything like this?
Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. I mean, it's a magnificent arena.
We've got a noisy crowd as well, they're really
exceptional, which is good. See, you could do that. You can do that. You can just get them going with a word.
All right, just for the moment, guys, now it's time to introduce you to our pitchside reporter, who just so happens to be another football legend. So let's catch up with him now, Cop favourite, Craig Johnston. Craig, tell us what you're going to be up to.
Well, I reckon I've got the best job of the lot. I'm going to be here, there and everywhere. Side of the pitch with the players, here in the cooler if someone gets sent off with the flying elbows and the swear words. I'm also going to be, that's a boo for the cooler, down there in the tunnel, smelling the liniment and the passion as these players pump up for the biggest game of some of their footballing lives. Back to you, Ian.
Thanks very much, Craig. Now, this is football from the future. So we've added a few things like the power play, the drop, the cooler, and all sorts of tricks that will make the game even more exciting.
Plus, there's a chance for you to be here on final night where you could take part in our competition, Volley of the Kings, but you could walk away with £50,000.
The first, game one, Manchester United versus Blackburn.
So what does it feel like to run out of the tunnel with players you've idolised all your life? Well, starting with Manchester United, it feels something like this.
Manchester United are the most successful club in Premier League history. Their success has been based on a procession of the world's greatest players arriving at Old Trafford. Having sufficiently impressed Neil Warnock at the All-Stars trials, our three successful fans are the latest players to be paraded in time-honoured United fashion, with a press conference.
Manchester United are pleased to announce the signing of 3 new players: Matt Fisher, Phil Ringer and Dave Rimmer. Any questions?
Dave, don't you think your playing days are over?
You're joking. My level of fitness is pretty high.
All I ever wanted to do was become a professional footballer and play for Man United.
Do you think you'll be able to cope with the pressure?
I thrive under pressure.
A tour of the stadium and also an interview on MUTV follow.
Good luck, lads. Remember, if you lose, your Man United career's over.
But they won't be playing at Old Trafford. No, their particular theatre of dreams is here, at the All-Stars Arena. The changing rooms may not be quite as plush as the ones at Old Trafford, but they've still got to pull on their boots next to some Old Trafford legends and an all-star celebrity lineup.
I think the fans that we've got are very good. I think we've not done a lot this morning. We've done little bits, but you can see that they're very football-minded and they look comfortable on the ball. They're all striking it very well when we had a few shots. So, yeah, we're very, very impressed, and hopefully they're fit enough to carry us through.
I'm keep pinching myself. It's just fantastic meeting the celebrities and the players, and they've been treating us really well, just like one of their own. Super.
To be here, well, unbelievable. Can't believe it.
I'd love to score a goal, but if Man United can win tonight and I can play a part in that, that'd be fantastic.
Well, from a press conference to the Manchester United dressing room. Detective Sergeant Dave Rimmer, the day's arrived.
Yeah, the day's arrived. It's been a great experience today, great feeling, and some good banter in the changing room.
Happy with your celebs and legends?
Oh, they've been super. They've looked after us all day, yes. Yeah.
Great. Good luck. Angus Dayton, how long have you wanted to play for Manchester United?
Since I was about 7, which is...
About 50 years ago?
150 years ago.
Terrific,
yeah.
Terrific. So, who are you looking for big performances from tonight?
Well, the team, I think.
In particular?
Yeah, the team in particular.
Terrific. All right, then. Well, the team captain, Butchie Wilkins, what's the strategy?
Well, it's going to be a tough whole night, because when you're out in that arena, it can get extremely hot. So it's rotational. We've got to use it to the max.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. So the United lads are up for it, but also the first father and son partnership ever to play in football, right, at this level, they're definitely up for this.
Nestled in the football hotbed of Lancashire, Blackburn have long lived in the shadow of their better-known North-West rivals. They hit the big time winning the Premier League in 1995, fired to the top by the season's leading goalscorer, Alan Shearer. Tonight, adding their name to the squad, are father and son, Wayne and Jack Hemingway.
It is Lampard.
Throughout Premier League history, there's been some classic father and son combinations. The Wright Phillipses, the Lampards, and the Redknaps. And the Hemingways are hoping to add to that tradition.
I suppose it's natural, isn't it? If, you know, your dad's been supporting Blackburn all his life, you're not going to be brought up in any other way.
And I'm looking forward to seeing him enjoying himself, really. That's what you are as a dad.
With Dad Wayne already in the squad, eldest son Jack jumped at the chance to try out for Rovers and play alongside his dad.
Well, he never really played properly, like just in the garden and kick around. But
you know, I've watched him play hundreds of matches, haven't I, through your life, but never played in a competitive match.
And the Blackburn Rovers shirt, I've decided to go with you, Jack.
with or without my dad there, it would always be sort of a special thing for me to be able to, you know, represent Rovers with him there. I'd have someone to share it with and, you know, look back at it with, so that would be good.
He can play, so he's all right, you know. It's me that's
I'm a bit worried.
You've nothing to worry about.
No, for you.
For me, yeah. I can play, but I'm 46. But it's my Blackburn Rovers. I can go to my grave and say that I've played for Blackburn Rovers on the telly. I'll be more like the manager. Could be player manager. Come on with me 3-0 up just to get a bit of glory.
Blackburn Rovers dressing room, father and son, both designers, both wearing official first team jerseys. It's the big one today, and it's against Manchester United. Is that extra special?
Yeah, it is, because I think as a Lancashire, you know, we're Lancashire, they're Greater Manchester. We kicked them out of Lancashire a long time ago. Now we're going to kick them out of Premiership All-Stars, aren't we?
Oh, so it's personal?
Well, no, because I don't know any of them, so it's not. Well, it's personal against United, I suppose, but not against any of their players.
Well, that'll do. Now you've got some stars and legends yourself. What about Simon Garner?
I remember growing up watching, you know, standing on the Blackburn end watching Simon, and he's a proper legend. You know, they might have Butch Wilkins, but who's he? Right. We've got Simon!
Okay, well, talking of Simon Garner, here he is. Hello, Simon.
What a great introduction, Wayne. I'll pay you after for that one anyway. No, we're looking forward to it. I mean, we're the underdogs. Man United seeded, but that's how Blackburn's been all these years since I've played there anyway, so we're looking forward to it. We like being in the underdogs.
You're all up for it?
We're all up
good
for it.
On you, good on you. Okay, now here's Helen to tell you why All Stars is like no other football you've ever seen before.
Okay, here's how it works. Each team has 10 players, but only 7 of them are on the pitch at a time. There must always be 2 players from each category playing. So, that's the keeper, 2 legends, 2 celebs, and 2 fans. Players can swap with someone on the bench whenever they want. Now, each game starts with a drop, where the ball is released from right up there, above the centre circle. Just like that. Tasty. Now, if anyone gets a little bit overexcited, the referee can send them here to the cooler, where they'll be forced to sit out for 2 minutes. And finally, brace yourselves. In the last minute of each half, these goals will light up, and that means if a team scores a goal, it's worth 2. And that puts a whole new spin on things. Ian.
So what about that? Power play. I'd have loved the power play, I think. I would have only started playing in the last minute, I think.
That's going to be exciting because...
2 goals for 1.
Exactly. You could be losing, and the last kick of the game you win.
Exactly. What about play? What do you
I think at the end of the first half, people will go for it, really go for it. But to be honest with you, at the end of the second half, it'll depend what the score is at that time. You'll get teams that want to defend the lead. You'll get teams that really go out and try and get the goals to win it.
With 1-0, the ball coming down out the top, though.
That's what I was going to say to you about the drop. What are you going to do? You're going to leave it, let it drop and bounce, or what? You can't do
the amateurs go for that.
Let the amateurs go and get an elbow across the face.
Can you imagine him one know how to tackle properly? You know? And the cooler? Is that a good one?
Yeah, Nick Leeson told me he's
used to that.
No, he's used to it because solitary confinement, he called it.
Yeah, but it's a good thing. You go in for 2 minutes, you cool off, and you're back on.
You take
it's a
a
dream,
rest.
isn't it? You take a rest. You know what I mean? Look forward to seeing it. Thanks. Rodders is off because he's going to have to get ready for later. But first, the teams are ready. Manchester United versus Blackburn, ladies and gents. We're on our way.
Manchester United tonight are legends Lee Sharp, Clayton Blackmore, Ray Wilkins, and goalkeeper Fraser Digby. Our celebrities tonight, athlete Darren Campbell, TV's Anders Beaton, and Radio 1's Chappers, and our fans, police officer Dave Rimmer, fishing bait manufacturer Phil Rinner, and housing officer Matt Fisher. And playing for Blackburn Rovers tonight are the legends Simon Garner, Matt Jansen, and goalkeeper Alan Fettis. Our celebrities from the band Le Mans, please welcome Neil Arthur. From Brookside to Offside, it's Stephen Pinder. And design guru Wayne Hemingway. And our fans, engineering production manager Anthony Watson, sports coordinator David Butterworth, playing alongside his dad, it's graphic designer Jack Hemingway. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your teams.
Okay, nearly time to go, but still to come, details of our competition, Volley of the Kings, where one of you, if you've got the bottle, could be here on the final night winning £50,000.
And we'll see how Blackburn's engineering production manager, Watty Watson, squares up to Ray Butch Wilkins as we witness the very first Premier League All-Stars match. Welcome back to Sky One's Premier League All-Stars, where two teams of legends, fans and celebrities are about to go head-to-head for the honour of their favourite teams. It's Manchester United versus Blackburn Rovers.
And have you ever wondered what goes through a player's mind before the game? Well, let's find out.
And it happens to be Craig Short as well, but we don't need him. We don't need him.
No swearing, guys, huh? Because we'll be simbing.
Be nice.
Enjoy. That's what we're for.
Get ready.
Well, looking at that, none of them seem shy. But David, do you think any of those ordinary fans will have the bottle to speak up and say their piece in the dressing room?
I'm not too sure that they'll have the bottle to say things in the dressing room, but I think what the pros will be encouraging is that they actually say things out there on the football pitch. As Ian knows, it's all about organisation out there, so they've got to speak. They must speak out there.
Can you imagine trying to tell Ray Wilkins to get a move on or something?
I wouldn't do it now, would you?
I'm so scared of Razor. He's got that vibe about him. You know, you don't want to tell him. But the fact is, I'm delighted for him to be playing with the top boys like that. This must be amazing.
And I've noticed he's the captain as well, so he can decide when he's going to play and when he's not going to play.
That's right. Well, the waiting is over. Those childhood dreams are about to come true. It's over to Ron Atkinson and Andy Burton.
Thank you, Helen. Well, yeah, we are just about ready to get off and underway here then. Anticipation building here inside the David Beckham Arena. Let's take a look at tonight's teams then for game one. Top seeds, Manchester United are the Premier League's most successful team of all time. As you'd expect, their all-star side's pretty strong too. Fraser Digby, Ray Wilkins, Clayton Blackmore and three-time Premier League winner Lee Sharp provide the top-flight experience. Olympic gold medalist Darren Campbell provides the pace, while 23-year-old fan Matt Fisher from Cambridge scored 39 goals for his local team last season. Blackburn Rovers are former Premier League champions, of course, but they've been slightly weakened by the unavailability of Craig Short. But in Matt Jansen and Simon Garner, they more than make up for it. Forced into an early retirement, Jansen is still only 29, whilst Garner is the club's all-time record scorer. The celebrities' age, though, could prove a factor. Frankly, they're getting on a bit. The combined age of that trio, 142. Well, tonight's referee, a man with 22 years' experience of professional football, Dermot Gallagher. Here comes the drop. Well, in the Premier League this afternoon. Manchester United got one over Chelsea at Old Trafford. What can their Premier League All-Star team do here in Game 1? Big Ron, how do you see this one going?
I've just looked at the Man United setup. They're well organised. Ray Wilkins is captain, player captain.
Oh, Lee Sharp with the first chance of the night.
That's a good effort then. It's important to get away to a good start, isn't it, with this business of the worst winners being knocked out.
Darren Campbell in here. What a chance this could be. Fine save by Alan Fettis.
That was a great save. I think we've talked about the celebrities playing for United. You know, I think Darren Campbell, because it's a big pitch, he's got the pace. I think if they leave him one-on-one, I think his pace will see him through. And that was a tidy layup there. Great save.
That was a wonderful save by Alan Fettis. Here's Matt Jansen, who's only just been forced into retirement. And there's the opening goal of the Premier League All-Stars. And guess who scores it? The Blackburn Rovers legend, Simon Garner.
I tell you what, he didn't miss any opportunities when he played, and you can't take that away. We've talked about people in the competition like Tony Cottee, Dean Sanders. Simon Garner comes into that category. Great tuck away, because Fraser Digby's still a fair old keeper.
168 goals in league football for Blackburn Rovers for Simon Garner, and one now in the Premier League All-Stars. Here's the drop. Garner wins it for Blackburn. Here's Matt Jansen. Let's see what he can do from here.
Yes, I mean, it's a bit weird and wonderful, that first shot from Matt Jansen, but he's still a good player. Man, it's only, what is it, last year when he had to finish. And they'll have plenty of work to do, the Blackburn Legends, because with Craig Short not being available.
Now, here's the first real chance for Manchester United fan David Butterworth.
That's two good chances Phil Ringer's had, actually. He just took that one a little bit wide. But as I say, without Craig Short there, you know, they're a man light in the celebrities sort of situation, and it looks to me very much as if Simon Garner and Matt Jansen are going to have to play virtually the whole game.
Blackmore forward, but didn't quite manage to get the communication right there. Well, Matt Jansen has only just come out of the professional game. I heard a rumour today in the build-up to this game, you know, that he could be set for a move to LA Galaxy. Here's Garner, looking for Jansen. The two legends combine.
Well, he's certainly got the ability for that. I'll tell you what else he could do as well, you know. He is a tremendous singer.
Who?
Matt Jansen is a great singer. He could make a living out there as well.
Not quite on song there. Manchester United on the attack now through Matt Fisher. Here is Fisher, goes for goal, and it's spilt there by Alan Fettis, who just about gets the rebound.
Yeah, it's a good effort. Good effort from Matt Fisher.
Garner dispossessed here by Fisher, who goes in hard.
In actual fact, the fans, the Man United fans, they look very, very decent players.
Well, the importance of a good start we mentioned earlier on, and that's not what Manchester United have got off to here, as Angus Dayton, amongst others, watch on. But here's Campbell! Oh, Alan Fettis again! He's in fine form.
Well, they've had three great opportunities. He stopped two of them. He's made two great saves on Fettis. Just wonder whether they might be tempted to bring him out as well if they're struggling.
Fettis' goal is under siege. Training ground move here. Didn't quite pay off, though. Clayton Blackmore's shot blocked away. Fisher's in there, tackled in the box. Dermot Gallagher had a bit of thinking to do there as Neil Arthur came in with the challenge. Big smile on the face of Dermot Gallagher. Darren Campbell with the corner. Nobody challenging for Manchester United, but here's Blackmore. Well, what a frantic pace we've seen this game start with here. Clayton Blackmore, of course, getting involved. 11 seasons as a Manchester United player, Premier League winner in '93. Chapters of Radio 1 fame. Finds Lee Sharp now. A three-time Premier League winner, Lee Sharp. He's still got the fancy footwork, but no room to shoot there. Much like the Premier League, space and time at a premium.
That's a bit... Oh, good save from Digby there. Good save. Looked like Butterworth was clean in. He should be a fit lad, Butterworth. He's one of the younger players on the field.
Well, Blackburn Rovers and Manchester United playing this game at a fine pace. No offsides, of course, in the All-Stars. And you could just see there what Garner was thinking. Well, if you fancy joining us here, you know, at the David Beckham Academy, go to sky1.co.uk/All-Stars, where you can find out more information on how to get your free tickets. Blackmore, whose birthday it is today, 43 today he is. Fisher dispossessed.
Clayton's still playing pretty frequently as well. He's playing in the Welsh League last season.
Well, Manchester United are preparing for a change, we hear down there from the touchline. Rolling substitutions are allowed. Ray Wilkins trying to orchestrate things.
We're a unit.
One of these guys seems to want to come off. Here's Campbell.
Keeper's a class, isn't he? He's class, and we're 1-0 up, and I think we can hold it if we keep playing like this.
Right, back to the match.
Fisher wants it. Here's Lee Sharp. Matt Fisher in support. Well, we've noticed early on the fans are doing much of the running run.
Yeah, they're playing very, very well actually. They've not been phased at all. What's happened from Blackburn's point of view? They're defending. Whether they've been pushed back, there is a chance there.
Well, Fraser Digby there with the save from young Jack Hemingway.
I thought he could have taken that on a little bit. I think that was a little bit of a nervous thing from Jack Hemingway, young Jack Hemingway there. I think what Blackburn are doing, they're defending very deep, and I mean, it's making Darren Campbell's not getting any space to run into at all.
Less than 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Don't forget the final 60 seconds are a power play where goals count double. Here's Matt Fisher from Cambridge. Don't think you can underestimate what it means to these fans, Ron, to be playing alongside the likes of Ray Wilkins, who's on now off the bench.
Oh, it's brilliant for them, absolutely brilliant. And as I say, the nice thing about it is they haven't seemed the slightest bit phased at all.
Forward by Blackmore, looking for Fisher. The youngster's got some tricks in his locker, so we understand. Last season scored 39 goals for his side, Milton, in one of the Cambridge leagues. That team are here today, Milton. They've come to support him. Nice layoff from Fisher. Here's Rimmer. Options inside the box. Barely time to catch your breath. Here's Butterworth for Blackburn Rovers. Absolutely no room down there given to him by Dave Rimmer. Rimmer's a detective sergeant for the Lancashire Police Force, takes the throw in. That's loose from Fisher. Janssen, tackled by Angus Dayton. I never thought I'd say that, Ron, I've got to be honest with you.
What? Matt Janssen tackling. Tackling Angus Dayton, you understand that.
51 Angus Dayton, you know. It's not looking in bad shape. Wilkins. Blackmore.
He's looking to get one of his big shots away.
It's Blackmore! Oh, what a goal! The birthday boy! And Manchester United are level.
Always been into that, Clayton. Always had two great feet, always packed a wallop. And he just stood up him enough. He opened the space out himself. Keeper actually probably was a bit unsighted because bearing in mind the saves he's made, you probably think he should have saved that. But I'd have to give him the benefit of the doubt, Alan Pettis, and say he's probably unsighted.
Well, Clayton Blackmore has levelled things up here. There's the drop.
Have you noticed that again? Ray's come on for his 2 or 3 minutes.
And you can hear the crowd counting down. Here comes the power play, Ron. 60 seconds in which goals count double.
Everything flashing lights and so forth. The Sharpie's just come on. I bet he thinks he's feeling at home now. I bet he thinks he's in the local disco.
I heard Lee Sharp was out till 5 in the morning last night. He probably does think he's still in the disco. Here's Angus Dayton looking for Lee Sharp. Sliding challenge in there from Blackburn's Anthony Watson.
Big time to score it right at half-time, a double goal.
Darren Campbell with the knockdown for Matt Fisher. Chipped in by Sharp, and out comes Alan Fettis. Challenging there was Dave Rimmer. Now here's Matt Janssen, 2 in support. Butterworth's in the middle. And they didn't go for him there. Watson a little selfish. Final 5 seconds. Well, what an enthralling first half we've had here at the All-Star Arena. Alan Fettis beaten by Clayton Blackmore. Simon Garner got us off and underway. At the break, it's Manchester United 1, Blackburn Rovers 1.
What a good game.
What
Brilliant
a great
game. Blackburn
game.
taking the lead and everything.
It's actually quite frightening because I've got to play on Wednesday and that was a bit quicker than I thought it would be.
I'm so happy Simon Garner scored. He used to play for Torquay United.
But I think about it, played a lot of games. He is a natural goal scorer, but he has to play. He's playing a lot deeper because they've got the one man missing, haven't they?
Yeah, but you sure he's playing deeper because they got the man missing, or because, bless him, he can't get up there
To be honest,
anymore?
he can't.
He used to smoke 20 a day when he was playing for Torquay.
Still to come, all the action of the second half.
And that's followed by another North West derby, Manchester City versus Everton. Rogue trader Nick Leeson squares up to Big Nev Southall. Oh, yes.
Now, do you think you've got what it takes to hold your nerve in front of thousands of people to win yourself £50,000? Take a look at this.
Goals. They're the currency of football. And the undisputed heavyweight champion of them all is the volley. So it's a shame that all goals are worth the same. Except, that is, when it comes to our competition, the Volley of the Kings. Every night this week, one lucky competition winner will be selected to enter Volley of the Kings and will also win these fantastic prizes. Nokia 95 3G phone with subscription to Sky Mobile TV courtesy of T-Mobile. A Sky HD box, an HD TV including Sky's top TV package. An Xbox 360 games console with Pro Evolution Soccer 2008. They will also have up to 2 chances each on final night to volley a ball into the net to try and win £50,000. To enter the competition, be a daily prize winner and take one of those 7 places in our final on Sunday the 30th of September, all you need to do is tell us who you think scored this volley. Was it A, Ruud van Nistelrooy, B, Roy Keane, C, Paul Scholes, or D, Nemanja Vidic? To enter, call 0901 533 5533 or text PREM followed by A, B, C or D to 84383. Calls cost £1 from BT landlines, other networks may vary. Text costs £1 plus 1 SMS at your standard rate. Lines close at 7 PM on Monday the 24th of September. The competition is not open to anyone who is or has ever been paid or had expenses paid for playing football.
Welcome back to Premier League All-Stars, where two teams of legends, celebs and fans are hoping to become All-Star champions and win £100,000 for charity.
We're halfway through Manchester United versus Blackburn. Man United, obviously through Clayton Blackmore and Simon Garner, who we knew.
Legend.
He's a major goal scorer, you know what I mean?
Yep, and in a football first, Craig Johnson is on the pitch at half-time talking to the players.
Magnificent football so far. Two wonderful games, saves by Alan Fettis early on, and who'd have guessed Simon Garner on the score sheet. Guys, they scored just towards the end. What does a captain say to his players to keep them going?
We've just got to perform like we did in the first half and try and get a bit tighter with them. We've shown that we can score goals, so we've just got to try and keep it going for 10 minutes now and just give it everything we've got.
Brilliant. Back to you, Ian.
Hey.
Has he got his teeth in? Just checking.
He's got his teeth in.
I don't know if they're in or out at the moment.
Thanks, Craig. And of course, Player, what do you make of that first half? It was pretty lively, wasn't it?
It was very lively. I think Manchester United would have been very disappointed to have gone in 1-0 down at half-time. More or less dominated the first half. Blackburn got off to a great start,
Playing
obviously.
very deep, Blackburn.
Playing very deep, having to, because Manchester United are keeping the ball.
We can have a look at Simon Garner's goal.
He's such a goal scorer.
Oh, I know. It was quite early on in the game. Lovely bit of movement.
Look.
You never lose this, do you, Satchel?
You do, no. This is what he's
pros made him.
Yeah, but that's what he's about. I remember he used to do
Snapshot.
that.
He knows exactly where the goal is, just a little snapshot.
It's a great finish for him. It's a great thing. What about
And
the goalkeeper done well?
Alan Fettis, a couple of brilliant saves, especially with Lee Sharp showing a few little tricks and turns as well. Because, of course, Lee's used to this kind of format. He plays in the Masters, doesn't he? So he's used to this kind of thing.
He's made some great saves. I mean, he's kept his side in it for a little period of time. There are 2 or 3 efforts on goal, and he's made some great saves.
Yeah, that was a good save.
It's a good one. It was a better one than this one, I think.
It's a better angle, this one.
He's coming through bodies. The thing about the tight pitches, things are coming through bodies. Goalkeeper doesn't get a great deal of time to react at all.
Stay with the feet. You know, to be honest, they're sitting so deep. United can't help but get on top of them. So Blackburn have got to get them out of there.
They're going to have to take the game to them a little bit more in the second half.
Okay,
Absolutely.
and we'll just have a quick look at the equaliser, Clayton Blackmore, obviously. The birthday boy, it's his birthday today.
Well, this is the one I was saying to you. It's coming through bodies. At the end of the day, you might look at it. I think Alan will be a bit disappointed he didn't save it, to be honest with you. But when it's coming through bodies like that, it's very difficult.
You saw it late. And the thing about it is Clayton is renowned for his striking. He always strikes pretty good ball.
We didn't see anything during power play. We didn't see. I
was very excited about power play. It didn't quite happen.
I think the players actually stepped it up a little bit in power play. They tried to do something.
I think that might kick on as we go on through the week.
And listen, something that you might have missed. Did anybody see Angus Deaton's tackle on Matt Jansen, which led to the equaliser? Let's have a look at that. Nicked it.
It's not really a tackle, is it? He's nicked the ball. Can't class that as a tackle.
No. Took it off his toe. OK, ladies and gentlemen, the players are ready. It's time for the second half.
Well, I remember a great story about Simon Garner, still a trainee when he was called into Jim Smith's manager's office to explain his smoking habit. Jim Smith told Garner not to get caught smoking again before offering him a cigar.
I was going to say, I bet that was a smoke-filled room.
Here we go then, there's the drop to start the second half here of this opening game in the Premier League All-Stars. Matt Jansen with the first chance inside 7 seconds. A real statement of intent there, Rod.
Very much so. I mean, obviously Matt Jansen and Simon Garner have got an awful lot of work to do, bearing in mind that they're the only 2 outfield legends that are there.
Well, that's a decent stop from Fraser Digby. Here's Ringer. Campbell at full stretch.
What has surprised me, Andy, is the tempo of the game. I think it's been because it's a big old pitch, for this type of football. I thought there'd be a lot more possession played, a lot steadier sort of build-up play.
Don't forget, you have to keep a player from your team in the opposite half to which you are defending.
Well, Manu got the ideal man in that. Oh, let's see Razor pull one out there on him back. Manu got the ideal player in that in Darren Campbell. He's quick for balls over the top.
Now there's a wonderful ball, picking out Anthony Watson, a production manager on for an engineering company, living a dream here tonight.
Yeah, wonderful opportunity, wonderful night for him. Just looking there, people might wonder why Fraser Digby didn't come off his out of the box. He should clarify that the goalkeeper's not allowed to come out of that blue square.
Well, there's the foul by Garner on Dayton. Blackmore now
got to be aware he doesn't open his body up and get a shot away again.
Darren Campbell, the Olympic gold medalist, trying to use his strength there. Yeah, he had a spell out of the game, out of athletics, you know, where he actually played football, played for Plymouth amongst others.
Yeah, I remember him playing. It was at Weymouth as well, wasn't it? Which is, you know, good standard of football there.
Now, decent build-up play, and what an audacious flick that was from young Jack Hemingway. Shot from distance doesn't really cause a problem there from Anthony Watson. Straight out from Alan Fettis. Got to remind you as well, when the goalkeepers clear it out from goal kicks, it's got to touch one of their own players in their own half. Here's a chance now. Fettis has to come out and save again from Phil Ringer.
Brilliant save. I mean, his control was good. Phil Ringer's there. He did everything right, but Fettis was out like lightning. Great save.
Well, Phil Ringer from Northampton, a professional fisherman. And Blackburn off the hook there, thanks to Alan Fettis. Jansen's nudge forward, looking for Jack Hemingway, one of our fans in the Blackburn Rovers team. Here's Simon Garner.
Playing a very, very deep-lying sort of game at the moment.
Anthony Watson, one of the fans, misplaced pass. You're going to see that a bit from the fans, I think.
Yeah, but O'Shea Sharpie, they need a little bit of injection from him.
Well, Ray Wilkins is off, Lee Sharp is on, and straight from the dugout look into an advanced position. Sharp, oh, deflected and in. It's an own goal, but Lee Sharp's going to claim it.
Oh, you're joking, Lee. If he'd have scored that, he'd have been dancing around the corner flag, wouldn't he? He'd been doing his Elvis thing. Oh, that's a tragedy, that. Checks back on his left foot, just throws in. Really, it was a bread and butter goal, and unfortunately...
Steve Pinder, I think it was.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him, that.
The former Brookside actor. Well, that's cruel on him. He's had a pretty decent game. So, Manchester United ahead in the game for the first time. Here's the drop. Campbell wins it. Well, I think we have to give that, don't we, as a Pinder OG?
Do you think it was going in anyway? No. Well, let's be kind.
Let's see if we can.
Let's give it Sharpie for now.
We'll try and clear that up before the end of the game. Here's Lee Sharp from Blackmore. Lee Sharp off the bench and turning this game around.
That, by the way, that's how he got the goal. He came off the Ray Wilkins went up one end of the field. Sharpie came up at the other end.
Sharp with the corner. Watson gets a touch on it. Fettis out to Garner. Jansen pointing to where he wants it. Forward on the overlap now for Blackburn Rovers is Neil Arthur from the band Blancmange. Wonderful chance here. It's Blackmore. Wonderful save by Fettis, not once, but twice, maybe even 3 times.
Brilliant. I mean, Clayton's delayed. He's trying to throw him a shape as he's clean through. Watch this. Shapes as if he's going to shoot. Dwells on it, and the keeper's made 2 great saves.
Headed away by Hemingway Jr. Forward by David Butterworth. It's Jack Hemingway now. Butterworth in support. Garner forward, so too Jansen. Still Butterworth, one of the fans in the Blackburn team. Speaking of fans, here's Matt Fisher. It's a 2-on-1. Picks out Campbell. Fisher's wide open. Here's the support now from Dave Rimmer. And he won't have many better chances than that.
Brilliant build-up. Not the best finish, but brilliant build-up.
Well, Simon Garner's not going to make any quick changes of pace or direction, and that ball didn't help him out there. Blackmore finds Lee Sharp, looking for Campbell. There was a chance there for a first-time shot for Darren Campbell, opted to control, and in the end, the tackle has come in from Matt Jansen.
I think somehow or other Blackburn have got to try and get Garner right up the field again. He's been forced to play defensive. Now he is the prime goal scorer they've got.
We're into the final 4 minutes here. Blackburn Rovers trailing to Manchester United by 2-1.
From United's point of view, really, with the players they've got, they ought to now be looking just to control the game.
Jansen tackles sharp. Sliding in there is Chappers from Radio 1. Told me, I asked him about the football superstitions he may have, Chappers, you know. He said he used to do the Paul Lynch thing where he'd walk out of the tunnel without wearing his shirt until he was at a university game when the dressing room was about a mile away from the pitch. Soon gave that one up. Look at Fisher go here for Manchester United, and out comes Fettis again.
Great football, great run there from Fisher. Wonderful, but once again, we've said this so many times, wonderful save from Fettis. And how big a save would that be? Because they're still not out of it, Blackburn.
Let's get down pitch side. Craig Johnson.
Our goalkeeping expert, mate, how can Dave Besson, how can Fettis be having such a blinder and be 2-1 down?
He's been unbelievable. He's instrumental in keeping him in the game. And, you have to feel for him the 2 goals that have gone past him. One from Clayton Blackmore that's gone through a ruck of players, and you see it a bit late. And the second one, an own goal. And I think it's got to be that type of goal to beat him on the form that he's in tonight.
Absolutely. Back to the match.
Hemingway forward to Butterworth. Simon Garner. Matt Jansen's on the back post. Oh, it might go in! Oh! But I think it was a cross, you know, Ron.
No way. He sees Fraser Digby start shaping for the cross, and he's tried to chip him there.
Sharp forward now for Manchester United. Wonderful run.
Another save. I was going to say the man's unbeatable. He's not. He's let 2 in, but he's having a phenomenal night, Fettis.
Into the final 2 minutes we go. Blackburn have to do something here in the next 2 minutes. Sharp. Wilkins is on again. Campbell. It's Fisher. Tries to find some space. What a challenge. Campbell, though. Fettis doesn't get there. He makes amends.
He does in the end. Great piece of improvisation from Campbell there.
If Alan Fettis doesn't get through to the quarterfinals, it'll be a tragedy.
Look at this. This is brilliant play. Great football all the way around. Great back heel. Wonderful save again.
Fettis again. It's worth pointing out, you know, just because you win your opening match in the Premier League All-Stars, you don't necessarily get through to the quarterfinals, because 2 of the winners go out. Only 8 through to the quarterfinals. So the pressure really is on here to score goals, and that's just what Darren Campbell has done. A wonderful goal.
He's been threatening all night to knock one away, and it's had to be a special goal to beat the keeper, but he's taken it well. Ball thrown into him, he's held it up there, just moved it to one side, and he's given Wayne Hemingway no chance at all. Lovely finish, great finish, and he's deserved it. He's threatened that just a few seconds earlier. He hit the foot of the post. Now then,
2 seconds till the power play starts.
Do Blackburn need a goal in this time?
Goals count double in the final 60 seconds. If Blackburn Rovers can score here, it's 3-3 and a penalty shootout. Forward for Campbell. Blackburn desperately need to get the ball here, but they've conceded a free kick.
I think the referee's getting harsh there on Blackburn. I think that's a very harsh decision.
Time is running out, but there's a bit of time wasting there. They don't stop the clock. Deflected away. Blackburn really need to get a move on here. They need to get the ball. Time running out. It's a Manchester United corner. Fisher stands over it. Blackmore. Will they try and keep it in the corner? Fisher can't do that. Blackburn need to hurry. 17 seconds. It's got to touch a player on the ground inside the half of the goalkeeper when they throw it out, by the way. Here's Jansen now. 5 seconds to go. Deflected away. It's going to be too little, too late. Surely for Blackburn Rovers. And they are out of the Premier League All-Stars. Manchester United victorious here. And it's Darren Campbell who wraps up a 3-1 victory for the Premier League's most successful team of all time, despite the goal from Simon Garner, the legend. What a game to kick us off here in the Premier League All-Stars. Full time, Manchester United 3, Blackburn Rovers 1.
So that's the first match decided, and we have to say goodbye to Blackburn Rovers. A great effort, though.
But Manchester United are not necessarily through yet. There are 5 winners in each group, but the lowest placed winners by way of goal difference will still go home.
Craig is on a picture of the players. Let's have a look.
We talk about heroes and villains. We've actually got 2 heroes here. Alan Fettis, you're on the losing side, but you were brilliant.
Thanks very much, Craig. Much appreciated. We worked hard, we gave it all we got. They got a couple of lucky goals, 1 deflection, but we did okay. We did well.
There was 1 lucky goal, but there was 1 brilliant goal. Well done.
No, our keeper was on fire. We were throwing everything at him, and he just kept on making wonderful saves. I just said, you know, play it up to me, I'll try and spin, and it was a nice volley, I think.
Spin, it was a brilliant goal. So you're through the next round, but I'm glad you appreciated that he was dynamite.
Oh no, if it wasn't for him, I think we would have scored 5, 6, you know, but he was amazing.
Brilliant. Back to you, Ian. Well done.
So Man United off to a winning start.
Right, coming up, it's Rodney Marsh and Nick Leeson taking on the likes of Big Nev Southall and Donny Tourette. Manchester City versus Everton coming up. Welcome back to Premier League All-Stars, where we've already seen Blackburn Rovers knocked out of the tournament and Manchester United move into pole position in the race for the quarter-finals.
It's been a good game. It was a good game.
Game with Manchester United deserving to win, I think.
Yeah, they did put some pressure on, didn't they?
Are you saying Manchester United deserving to win? Alan Fettis was awesome in goal.
Well, that's exactly, yeah. Manchester United did deserve to win, and they've played a big part in how well he's played because of the pressure that they put on, especially in that second half.
It's true. And in fact, with Man United, they had a man way up there, Darren Campbell, who was holding and rolling, and he getting his back into the defender. It was hard for the defender to hold him off. They had a lot of chances. They should have won by a lot more.
I tell you what, and with Darren playing as a celebrity as well, and not an ex-legend, although we all know he's obviously a fit guy and he can play a bit. We'll have a look at his goal in a minute. The first goal that came in the second half for Manchester United, it was Lee Sharp celebrated it, but sadly it wasn't a Steve Pinder own goal.
Yeah, I think we've probably been a bit kind to Steve Pinder because this is an own goal. Manchester United did that quite a lot. They went into the front man. Sharpie looks to cross this, I think. And there's the slice that takes it past the keeper. Long ball in. This is a cross. He's trying to pick out Darren Campbell, sorry, so I'm sure you can't actually give that to Steve Pinder.
Gutted for him.
I can't imagine how poor Steve Pinder is feeling right now.
Look at him, look.
Now,
get over it, I think.
Up this end of the pitch, we saw a fabulous shot.
Simon Garner. He said he done it on purpose.
He looked in the gallery and said he did it on purpose.
He did look up to us and said
I don't think he meant to put it over the bar on purpose.
Not a cross. So, okay, we don't need the debate of was it a cross or was it a shot. Let's have a look at it. Here it is. It was definitely from Simon Garner himself. He meant this.
It's a great effort.
Yeah, this is Darren's goal here.
Missed that. This is Darren
well, that's what
Campbell.
he was doing all day. He's just backing into the defender. It's really hard when you've got that much body.
He did that for the whole of the second half.
Again.
He gave us a great little platform for Manchester United to play into.
I want to see Simon Garner's shot. I want to see Simon Garner's shot. I'll wait to see if it comes. We've got Simon Garner's shot.
Have we got it?
Yes.
Here we go.
You've got to watch the keeper here because he does see it. He sees the keeper, goes for the cross. The keeper's edging.
Yeah, he did go.
Watch Fraser Digby getting back. I tell you what, if that's on target, Fraser Digby ain't getting that.
He done that on purpose. Look, see that? Because
his hands are up.
We'll move it up.
Now, the whole thing has been about the fact that ordinary fans are having the chance to play alongside of legends and celebrities. How do you think they did? We saw a few touches from some of them.
I think all the pros have been talking in the green room, and I was talking to Rodney before. Whoever wins this competition, the celebrities and the amateur players will play a massive part in it.
Yeah.
In fact, a bigger part than the professionals will do. It's so important that they get their performances right. If they do that, the team that gets those performances right will win it.
And I suppose their confidence will build anyway as the game
Without a
goes
shadow
on.
of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. All week, the team of legends and celebs and real fans are going to be playing for their favourite Barclays Premier League club. They'll all take away hard cash for their chosen charity, with next Sunday's winners pocketing an amazing £100,000 and becoming the very first All-Star champions. Now, tomorrow, starting at 8 p.m. on Sky 1, it's Reading versus West Ham and Wigan versus Tottenham.
So, if you want to see a civil servant take on Tony Cottee, an egg chaser, Martin Afire, deal with a real proper ball, then look no further.
And if you can't wait until then turn over to Sky 3 at 10 p.m. for some extra time with Jason Manford. And there'll be more details of our competition, Volley of the Kings, and how you can win £50,000 right here next Sunday evening.
I think Darren Campbell should come back and enter it, if he's not still already here. Back to tonight, and the second match from Group A, Manchester City versus Everton. Bring it on.
Since their heyday in the early 70s, Man City have suffered nothing but blood-boiling frustration. They've yo-yoed up and down the leagues, lived in the shadow of their hated rivals Man United, and most embarrassingly of all last season, they scored a pitiful 10 league goals at home, a record low for the English top flight. However, now in the new Sven-Göran Eriksson era, they find themselves riding the crest of the wave once again. In the Premier League All-Stars, City have a duty to show that they can be the great entertainers again. And with 70s legend Rodney Marsh in their ranks, the signs are promising.
One thing for sure, whether I play 5 minutes or 15 minutes, I will score a goal today. What do you think about Northern Rodney?
I took my money out last week, Rodney. I mean, Rodney was one of the world's best football players.
He's an entertainer. He's everything that I love about football, Rodney Marsh. You know, he was mates with George Best. You know what I mean? You can't be mates with a geezer like George Best unless you're a dude yourself.
You just sat there and Rodney Marsh is just asking you what you do for your living, and it's Rodney Marsh who's interested in me, so it's it's a bit difficult to take in.
He's obviously very popular with the City fans, but this isn't a one-sided love affair.
But I tell you one thing about Manchester City, and you can take this to the bank. Rain or shine, home or away, good or bad, the Manchester City supporters will always be there because they are amongst the best supporters in the world.
Cold nights in Barnsley when it's hurling with rain and you're 4-0 down and your chairman's in Barbados.
If they score 3, we've got to score 4. So hopefully that'll be very entertaining.
Wow, what a lovely story. And there was a magic moment for me. Somebody said, Rodney Marsh, he's played with Georgie Best, he must be a dude. And he is a dude. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
You up for this?
I think we are. We're organised, we're sorted. Keith Curl's our captain and we're ready to go.
Great. You gave Ant a big rap. Is he that good?
In the training session we had, he was magnificent.
Right.
But we'll have to wait and see if he talks a good game and we'll see.
There you go. Nicky, up for it, mate?
Yeah, looking forward to it. I think we've got some good players here, so...
Happy with your celebs?
Yep, I fancy us strongly, actually,
And the fans?
Pardon?
The fan players?
Yeah, looking all of them, yeah. We've got a good little squad here.
Good stuff. Well, all the best. All the best, lads. Well, if these guys are up for it, the Everton team, right, are certainly up for the battle. So here's the battle cry.
Liverpool is a city of two halves, the Reds and the Blues. Everton is a club steeped in tradition. Not only have they won 9 league titles, 5 FA Cups and 1 European Cup Winners' Cup, they've also contested more seasons in the top flight of English football than any other club. Our 3 Everton legends are legends in every sense of the word, having clocked up over 1,500 club appearances between them. And through it all, there's been one man who held it all together at the back. Former dustman and one of the best shot stoppers of all time, Big Nev.
The goalkeeper's life's great because you live and die by your own decisions. It's like being a Prime Minister, really, isn't it? You're in control of 10 idiots in front of you, and if you get that right, you win the game. If you don't, and you make a mistake, it's your fault. I mean, most people think goalkeepers are crazy, but so you have to be part psychologist, part gymnast, and have a little talent. I'm still involved in football. I'm currently working for Specialist Sports College of Ursuline, and we're hoping to breed, obviously, the next crop of Wayne Rooneys. But it's quite nice to be doing this. I could be anywhere. I could be down the sewers anywhere. But this is miles better. Set yourself correct. Yeah, there is an absolute plethora of children waiting to shoot at me this morning. I'll warm up for Sunday, haven't I? I've still got it. I'm not quite sure what it is, but we'll see on Sunday night when I've still got it. I hope the Everton jersey's slightly bigger than the one I used to wear, but once you play for Everton, you're always going to be part of the club.
Well, this is unfamiliar territory to me. I'm in the Everton dressing room, and these guys are up for the battle. Okay, we saw a wonderful story about Nev. Nev, you've been in the game for a long time. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Not quite like this, but obviously it's you're someone behind it, so obviously we know it's a rubbish idea.
Right. Okay, big day for you. What about your players? They love Everton. They would die for Everton.
Well, they might have to tonight after 20 minutes, to be fair, so we'll soon find out how much they love the club.
Okay, well, that comes from you, Peter. You are the biggest fan of the lot.
Apparently, that's what people keep telling me, but these two are as big as me, but just get out there and do our stuff tonight, hopefully.
You up for it?
Definitely, yeah.
Good on you, good on you. Well, Everton are up for it. City are up for it. Now, of course, all of these games are being played for charities. Back to you guys.
That's right, Craig. All the players are hoping to raise money for their chosen charities. Take a look at this.
On Sunday, we'll find out which Premier League team has the greatest All-Stars lineup. But for them, it's more than just about a massive trophy and the adulation of thousands of adoring fans. Each of the Barclays Premier League clubs is committed to a new initiative called Premier League Creating Chances. It showcases the country's top football clubs and the work they do in their local communities. And all our All-Stars teams are competing to win money for their chosen Premier League Creating Chances causes. So not only do our lucky fans get to play with their heroes, but they have the opportunity to help their club play for the £300,000 prize fund for their nominated charities.
Don't forget that now all 20 teams playing across the week will win something for their causes, starting with our first round losers, who will each pocket £5,000, right up to next Sunday's winners, who'll get 100 grand.
Yeah, no pressure then. And if you want to come down here and cheer your team on, matches are taking place all week. Tickets are free. So go to sky1.co.uk/allstars, or you can call 0870 060 3388. Could be sitting here, right next to Righty.
And next to face the drop, the power play and the call in the All-Stars Arena, it's Manchester City and Everton.
It's time for match number 2. Please welcome your all-star teams to the pitch. It's Manchester City versus Everton! Snooker player Nigel Bond, role trader Nick Ellison, from the rock band The Hours and Again, and our fans, window fitter Rory McDowell, college tutor Tom Bernard, and roofer Lee Jones. For Everton tonight are legends Adrian Heath, Dave Watson, goalkeeper Neville Southall, celebrities Steps Sinner, Lee Lansford Evans, Towers of London Wildman, Donny Tourette, Rockstar actor Simon O'Brien, data sales specialist Vincent Hughes, cab driver Peter McPartland, and student nurse David Lyons. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your teams.
Two decent looking teams there, Dave. Who you got your money on, would you say, in this one? They've got quite a good, strong...
No, both teams have got a strong side, but as a lifelong Manchester United fan, it takes me all my time to say the words Manchester City, so I'm going to go for Everton.
You're going for Everton? You've got Keith Curl, you've got Mike Summerby, you've got Nicky Summerby.
I think the pros balance each other out, so it'll be interesting to see what the amateurs can do in this game.
Can I say I saw Nick Leeson warming up? I don't know if it's going to happen for him.
Well, you might say that. Let's wait and see, Seth.
All right. And if anyone thinks these guys aren't taking this seriously, this is what was said just a few minutes ago.
Yes! Come on, boys. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Blue! I saw you.
Dressing room's the best place, isn't it? Just before you go out.
Just before you go out, when that tension starts to get into you, you know the game's going to start, all your work, all your preparation comes into play.
And you know they'll be thinking about it. You know, it's all nervous anxiety.
I'm looking forward to bad boy Donny Tourette.
Is
See
that
how many
right?
times he's going to sit in the cooler, whether he can make a record already after the second game. Right, everybody's ready then. Here we go. Game 2 of Group A. Hang on to your bubble hats. It's over to our commentary team.
Thanks very much, Helen. Well, let's take a look then as we just catch a glimpse of the legend that is Rodney Marsh, this Manchester City lineup. They got off to a flyer in the Premier League this season. Their all-star team also hopes to fly the flag for the blue half of Manchester. They look strong. At 43, Keith Curle is in pretty good shape. The same can't quite be said for Rodney. Nick Leeson amongst the celebs, as you've seen, whilst amongst the fans we have a roofer, a window fitter and a maths teacher. As for Everton, when you talk about legends, you don't get much bigger than Neville Southall, literally. He played 578 league games for the club and he doesn't mind admitting he needs a treble XL shirt for this one. Donny Tourette and former step star Lee Latchford-Evans share a love of Everton, if not the same music taste. While Peter McPartland is living a dream tonight, he's got 2 Everton tattoos and walked down the aisle on his wedding day to Z Cars, the same music Everton walk out to at Goodison Park. Dermot Gallagher, our man in the middle tonight. Here we go then, Game 2 of the Premier League All-Stars. Set to be a feisty one, a Northwest derby here. Manchester City in the light blue, Everton in the dark blue. Big Ron, who's your money on?
If you look at the teams there, I've got a fancy for Man City, basically because you've got people like Keith Curle, Nicky Somerby, who, let's see this one through. Oh, he should have scored, he's missed it. You know, are still fit, strong, and have only fairly recently finished playing at a decent level.
Adrian Heath then with his first touch for Everton, tackled though by Somerby. Don't forget you can join us here at the Premier League All-Star Arena. Go to the website sky1.co.uk/All-Stars for ticket details. Here's Somerby now, Keith Curle in support as well. And again there. With a nice little knockdown, and we saw his ball earlier on, didn't we, for Lee Jones. Here he is now, it's Gen. Down he goes in the box, and Dermot Gallagher waves it away.
Given a corner. I was talking to him before the game with Rodney Marsh and he says he's got quite a few tricks in his locker, so you know, we've dared him, we've challenged him to display a few of them.
He's supposed to be quite a player. Well, that's a poor corner there. Everton on the counter-attack, Adrian Heath in support, O'Brien with the square ball. Over on that far side you've got Nigel Bonds trying to track down with Lee Latchford-Evans.
That's a famous Everton name, isn't it? Latchford.
Oh, that's a strong challenge. And Lee Latchford-Evans stayed down momentarily, but he's dusted himself down. He's won it back here off of Keith Curle. Loose pass. Hughes in support.
Have a look at his shirt. He's even got latch on his shirt.
Do you get the impression from that, Ron, he might be something of a showboater?
No, I think he might have one of his idols when he might have been Bob Latchford. Here's our man. Here's our man. Go on.
Oh!
He said he would do it. He said he would do it. He's only done it. Who's the one?
I think
remember
that man is going to be a crowd favourite early on.
Remember the Mexican Blanco doing it?
Yeah.
That was one. The Blanco bounce. Now we've got Ant.
Well, it's hard to tell early on who's the legend and who's the celeb here, with Ant Gen pulling out tricks like that. Somerby forward.
By the way, if Marshy gets on and gets a bit of time and space, he'll pull one or two out the bag as well.
You say if he gets on, Ron,
sorry,
everyone's got to get on per half.
Yeah.
Here they come now, Manchester City. Wonderful save from Big Nev. But then again, there's a lot of man to get past. Look at this, Ron. Look. There you go.
There it is. That'll be shown. They'll show that time and time again. That at the moment is the highlight of the night. And he nominated it before the kick-off. Full marks to him.
They always look good, but even better when you call it before the game. Nigel Bond skips past Lee Latchford-Evans. Here is Ant-Gen. Bond still in support. It is Bond! Well, he's missed the pocket in the bottom right corner there, Ron.
What's the betting that Ant-Gen tries that one again? He wilted now, won't he? He'll be carried away with that.
Here's McPartland, the die-hard Evertonian. Adrian Heath can't keep it in with Summerby in close attendance. Well, here comes the change then for Everton. There's a couple of them coming on. First up, David Lyon, and then Donny Tourette is on as well. How long before he ends up in the cooler? He walked out of Celebrity Big Brother after 48 hours. Does he last the pace hero under?
There's our man.
Ant-Gen stands over this free kick.
I think they've pulled him in from South America.
Now he's done. Ant-Gen has gone close there, Ron, but there was a rule break because they had 3 in the wall. There's only supposed to be 2. Here's Donny Tourette, booed by the fans. Still Tourette! Gets the rebound as well. Still the chance is there.
Just harking back to the free kick, I take on board what you say about the wall, but look at this. There used to be a South American player, and I just nominated, called Kubilius, and that was his stock-in-trade free kick outside of his right foot.
Donny Tourette wins the header for Everton.
He's my man at the moment, Ant.
Ant-Gen, lead singer of the Hours, former guitarist from Pulp. He's through on goal. It's Gen. Out comes Big Nev again.
No, that's a trick you don't do. If it's 50-50 with Nev, you say, your ball, man.
If you run into Neville Southall, you don't get up in a hurry.
You certainly won't play guitar again or sing, that's for sure.
Watson forward for Everton. Here's McPartland. Fancy footwork. Plays, manages a Sunday side, McPartland, whose name is Blue Kipper FC. They're all season ticket holders, but look at the challenge on him there from Lee Jones in the Manchester City side. Fans against fans. Again, lovely touch. McDowell, Gen square. Nigel Bond can't keep it in. Well, Ant-Gen already is turning into a bit of a star here. Brilliant. Nigel Bond in support from midfield, the snooker player. Still remember that epic final he had, the World Championship final with Stephen Hendry back in '95. Well, here's a change for Manchester City. Nick Leeson is on.
Oh, he's taking up the hero.
He's playing with his glasses on, Nick Leeson. He's in the most advanced position here for Manchester City. Is it right, Ronnie told you to get all your money into Northern Rock? Did he really? The swine. He's back to tackle. Dermot Gallagher blows his whistle. Well, what's he given here? He's still got the scowl, Dermot. Oh. Well, they've got away with that, Everton.
Yeah, I think Big Dave was a bit fortunate there. Big Water, Big Waggy, as he's known.
Rodney Marsh is on, folks. Rodney Marsh is on.
Now, Rodney, also before the game, was having a talk. Rodney used to have a great trick, when he played, if he could trip himself up in the penalty box.
Well, he's just tripped up David Lyon there, and down he goes.
No, he was genuinely tripped. He was genuinely tripped, but he's got a great trick in his locker where he kicks his back foot in the penalty box.
He's smiling. Was that it? Was that it?
No, that wasn't the trick. He was genuinely pulled down there. You watch.
Are you sure? Oh, he was. He kicked his leg.
Sure?
He's kicked David Lyon's leg.
He's nearly amputated him. No, it's when he gets in the box.
Ant-Gen is off. Rodney Marsh is having this every day of the week, folks. Deflection off Watson. Corner. Nick Leeson, the rogue trader. Will he be a rogue scorer? Marsh is the target. He's appealing for the corner. Dermot Gallagher says goal kick. They've taken it quickly. Here's Donny Tourette. Listen to the boos for the punk rocker with the step over. Power play 1 minute away. And Everton can't keep it in through Vincent Hughes, the fan on the far side. Time for a change.
Yeah, we want
Lee Latchford-Evans coming back
we
on.
want our hero back on.
Off goes Simon O'Brien. Don't forget, it's got to be a like-for-like change. A celeb has to replace a celeb. A legend has to replace a legend. Rodney Marsh does well there.
Yeah, I think Rodney might take a leaf out of Ray Wilkins' book and play in very spasmodic bursts.
Rodney Marsh dumped on his backside. Plenty of cushioning, though, for the landing. Here's Rodney again. He is loving every minute of this, Rodney Marsh, but he's given it away. Donny Tourette and Lee Latchford-Evans, their music taste couldn't be more different. They combine here. Might fall nicely now for the fan. Vincent Hughes.
Hughes, you could have had glory written all over him there, Vincent Hughes.
Here comes the power play. Goals count double if you've just joined us in the power play for 60 seconds at the end of each half. We need a goal in this one. Leeson forward, and Manchester City have scored, and it's Nicky Summerby with a power play goal. 2-0 City lead.
Leeson threads him in beautifully, and then he's tucked that away brilliantly. That's a nice tidy tuck there from Nicky Summerby.
Well, Nicky Summerby, whose father, of course, was a household name in his City days, alongside Franny Lee and Colin Bell. Here's the drop. Well, that's the first example in the Premier League All-Stars of the power play goal. Tourette forward, Everton with the chance here through Lyon. 30 seconds left on the power play.
There's a bit of a decent chance there for Lyon. A little bit of stretch, but it would have been a massive goal for them.
Forward by Summerby, the goal scorer, and almost through to again. Well, we've got the ball rotation system here, and there are very quick ball boys around. We're into the final seconds of this game. 5 seconds left. Final 5 seconds of the half, I should say. Half-time it is then, and Manchester City, they haven't heard the klaxon or the whistle down there, but Nicky Summerby with a crucial goal. It's a power play goal. So Manchester City lead here, Everton, by 2-0 at half-time.
Really good stuff there, some exciting stuff. Rodney getting kicked about, scored 2 goals in the power play.
We were just talking, weren't we, and saying how tight the game seemed to be with the defenders and how there wasn't going to be many goals. So I think that could be a big goal that Nicky Summerby's got in the power play.
We were saying because they've got Dave Watson at the back, they've got Keith Curl experience at the back.
2 good keepers.
That little tussle between Rodney Marsh and Dave Watson was brilliant. Watch that all day. Now, if you want to come and cheer your team on, tickets are free. All you have to do is go to sky1.co.uk/all-stars or just phone 0870 060 3388. Right, there's loads more coming up when we find out. Is Manchester City or Everton who will be a carpet burn closer to becoming All-Star champions? See you in a minute. and welcome back to Sky One's Premier League All-Stars, where earlier we saw Manchester United beat Blackburn Rovers 3-1 in our opening game. It's half-time in our second match, where Manchester City are leading Everton 2-0 after a power play goal.
For more action, here's extra time over on Sky 3 straight after this show, but right now, Platty, that's not a bad standard. Pretty good, isn't it?
No, it's very, very good. And I think, you know, there's one or two decent performances from the amateurs, which is what we were saying before.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
You do. The fact is, because the boys, obviously, some of the boys, their legs are tired and that. You know, if you get somebody out who can run about a bit like Ant Kent, he's on fire, isn't he?
Well, he's the one, I think, in that first half that's been the difference between the two sides, because he's taken the game to Everton. He's been a thorn in their side, and we've seen one or two bits of brilliance from him, really.
Yeah, we have. Before we get to those bits of tape, let's catch up with Craig, who is disrupting the half-time team talk.
And again, everybody's talking about the Brazilian or the South American. From guitar hero to goal hanger, you've flicked the ball over the head, hit the crossbar. How long have you been hiding this?
Oh, well, you know, I ain't got any qualifications at school because I stayed at home doing that every day. And, you know, it's about time I used it, right? And I thought I'd use it against Dave Watson because he's a big physical player.
Brilliant. Rory, how are you?
I'm fine, yeah, fine. Loving it, loving every minute, yeah, it's great.
You're a window fitter?
I think we're going to win, yeah. We look strong, and tactical substitutions will go through.
Exactly, but you're a window fitter. What are you doing here?
I'm just enjoying it, just living the dream.
Good luck. Back to you, Ian.
Hi. Just living the dream. I love it. Thanks, Craig. Some really good play there. We're going to have a look at some play here.
Absolutely,
some great
yeah.
skills from Ant Kent. It was brilliant.
Just talked about it. And again, we'll have a little look at, first of all, this outrageous piece of skill that he was talking about. I mean,
look at he's done to Dave Watson.
I know.
Look at Dave Watson laughing. Look,
superb in anybody's book, isn't it? But that's a good effort as well.
Fantastic stuff.
Outside of his boot, smacking. Well, we used to call it Joey Woodwork, didn't we? But it's not really the woodwork out there.
What about Rodney
now,
shaking the place up when he fell over?
I know. Rod Marsh came on, made an immediate impression. Lovely little bit of skill, and then went bottom over top. Can't say how I would normally say it.
Well, there's your little bit of skill that you're talking about, Ellen.
Yeah.
And this is the one.
I think he gets clipped. He does get clipped. Watch.
Oh.
Hey!
I think that's a dive.
He kicked him.
That's a dive.
He kicked him.
Now listen, 2 against 1 here.
Oh,
Dive.
great skill.
Have some more.
Right. That's all the fun, but of course, what it's all about is scoring goals. We saw our first power play goal. Nicky Summerby smacking it in, immediately makes it 2-0. Let's have a look at the goal.
It was a good play as well. Nick Leeson, I gave Nick Leeson some stick earlier on, saying that he didn't look like up to his play. And that is quality play from Nick Leeson, and I'll take it all back.
And like I said, what is that going to do to the other half? Because
Everton have got to go for it now, obviously. Like we said at half-time, that's a big goal. To be honest with you, power play goal, 2-0, big goal.
They either need to get one early and then get another one in power play, make it 3-2, but power play makes it really interesting.
Absolutely. We saw Donny Tourette with a little bit of skill. He did have a little step over, but then passed it to the corner flag. You've got to have the final ball, right?
Yeah, you do have to have the final ball, but he is getting a lot of stick, to be honest, Donny, and I think he's done pretty good skills.
Yeah, a bit sorry for him, actually. Right, right. Let's find out who will take a step, a kick or a power play towards the final. Back to our commentary team.
Thanks very much, Helen. Nicky Summerby's goal then separating these two sides. 2-0 it is on the power play. Here comes the drop. And we are off and underway in the second half here at the All-Stars Arena. Manchester City against Everton. Lee Latchford-Evans for Everton with the early drive, almost causing a problem there for Andy Dibble. Summerby in the deeper position, so too Keith Curl. You can join us here, of course, for free. sky1.co.uk/allstars tells you how to find your tickets. And you can see skills such as we've seen tonight from Ant Gen, who is a crowd favourite here already. Here's pass now, looking to pick out the Manchester City fan, Tom Bedard.
Just harking back to the trick he showed us in the first half, you know. I mean, to do it against a defender like Dave Watson of all people. I mean, that's, you've got to have a bit of confidence to try that. And you've got to be brave as well.
Bedard. Now Summerby. Brings in the captain, Keith Curl. And again, couldn't control Watson in with the challenge that time. Clears it away.
I just wonder if the same situation arose, you know, with the same 2 players. Wonder whether he'd have the audacity to try it again.
Do you not think Watson would clatter him? Anyway, here's Donny Tourette. Look at him. Look, he just wants to get out there.
Yeah, I think if he tries it again, I think Big Dave might try and leave him with some carpet burns.
Got to tell you here, Manchester City have had a free kick because Everton didn't have a player in their half and they've scored. Well, that just goes to show how the rules can go in your favour. Big Nev beaten. And let's see who's claiming the goal. Is it Lee Jones? Oh, it's a Neville Southall-own goal.
No, we'll give it Lee Jones. Give it Lee Jones. If we gave Sharpie the goal in the first match, we've got to give him that.
Well, Big Nev won't want it. Here's the drop for the restart. Rodney Marsh doesn't even contest that with McPartland, who's a much bigger man. Here's Gen. Still Gen. Tricky feet. Wonderful bit of skill again.
Oh no, that was definitely a bit of an amusement arcade, that.
Well, we think that goes down as a Bedard goal. Neville Southall isn't going to want to have the own goal. Here's Rodney Marsh. Gives it away. Adrian Heath with the layoff.
His tackle was that late. He's lucky to get it in tonight.
Well, and it comes from Vincent Hughes. His over-40s team has won its league for 4 of the last 5 years. Here's Hughes again. Plenty of support forwards. Andy Dibble will gobble those up all day long.
Yeah, it's a good effort, but he handled it well, Andy Dibble.
That goes down, by the way, as a Tom Bedard goal. The sports and maths teacher from Bury College claiming it. Says his hero is Sean Gota. That was finishing that Gota himself would be proud of. Here's Gen, forward now. Wonderful chance for Jones.
Just got a little bit excited. That's what's starting to happen now. 1 or 2 of the Everton players starting to push forward. They're going to leave plenty of space at the back.
Latchford Evans in support. He gets the ball now. Tackled by Bedard. Watson, and Rodney Marsh is on his backside again. Down goes Latchford Evans. Challenge coming in from Lee Jones. Adrian Heath. How do we say this, Ron? Diplomatically, built for comfort, not for speed these days.
Rodney.
Either of them. I was looking at Heath, but the same applies, if I'm honest.
Just listening to Keith Curl there, he's saying to Rodney, stay back and defend. I have never, ever heard anybody ever tell Rodney Marsh to stay back and defend.
Watson gives it away. Forward from Rory McDowell, the Manchester City fan. Here now is Nigel Bond, challenge from behind from Adrian Heath is a good one.
I think what you find, as well as the teams progress, they'll get more used to playing possession football. At the moment, the pace. Oh, this is a good.
Here's McPartland.
Just overran it, slightly overran it. Keep it out quick.
Ron, let's go down pitch side now. Craig Johnson's there. Craig.
Vincent, how tough is it out there?
Oh, very tough, Craig. A lot tougher than I thought it was going to be, to be honest, mate.
Can Everton come back?
Anything's possible. We get 1 goal now and possibly 2 in the last minute, then we maybe get a draw. That's what we're going for.
Yeah. Dream come true?
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, fantastic.
Back to the match.
Adrian Heath forward now. It's McPartland to drill it in. That's just side netting, though, from McPartland, a taxi driver from Liverpool. He spotted his future wife, you know, at an event. He heard that she had an Everton tattoo. This is so the story goes. He had one. They decided to talk about their love of Everton, ended up getting married. Now, forward it goes, and a wonderful chance there for Nick Leeson. Caused the collapse of Bearings Bank, and he ended up collapsing down there in the penalty area.
I think it's a bit harsh to say it's a wonderful chance. I think that's the sort of thing Andy Gray would have been pleased to have knocked away that.
Here we go, it's David Lyon for Everton who had the chance. Summerby putting some pressure on Simon O'Brien. Leeson. Would there be an element of irony if Nick Leeson ends up being the first player into the cooler here on for a yellow card? They have to go and sit off for a couple of minutes. Certainly wouldn't be as painful, I'm sure, as the 4.5 years he spent in that Singapore jail. There's no chance that Dermot Gallagher would let him out for good behaviour either, you know.
Yeah, I think you'll find that people like Nicky Summerby now and Keith Curl will be quite happy to calm the game down. 3 up, just pop it about, make Everton boys chase the ball.
Oh, O'Brien lets it slip through his feet. Wonderful chance here for City to extend their lead, and Bedard couldn't capitalise. Well, Manchester City scoring 3 goals here, putting themselves in a fairly comfortable position, but there is still time for Everton to claw their way back into this game.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the power play, isn't it? If they can just nick a goal now, they would have an opportunity to get all square.
Well, that will please the fans here who are on Donny Tourette's back. Donny Tourette spent an uncomfortable amount of time in a bed with Leo Sayer if you were watching Celebrity Big Brother this year. Watson with the throw. Heath using all of his body weight to keep Keith Curl at bay, and what a job Keith Curl has to try and defend against him. Here's O'Brien. Space out wide for Vincent Hughes. If he can keep the ball, he can't. It's he and Rory McDowell, fan against fan again. A reminder for you have to have 2 fans, 2 legends, 2 celebrities on the pitch as outfield players at all times. This is Vincent Hughes, a sales development specialist from St Helens, standing over this Everton free kick. Rory McDowell, a window fitter from Rochdale, defending. They're looking for Donny Tourette. Rodney Marsh will clear away, but not far enough, as the shot came in from Hughes.
Rodney Marsh, the great desperate defender, putting his body on the line. He's quickly getting up. He's had his 2 minutes on again.
Rodney Marsh, a City legend, played for them between 72 and 75. When you talk about George Best and Peter Osgood, Stan Bowles, Rodney Marsh wasn't far behind. And Genn is back on. Power play fast approaching. Bond on the far side, does well here to pick out Bedard. He's already got 1 goal to his name, but he's just lost it there somewhat. Here's Nick Leeson. It's Ant Genn. Into the power play we go. The goals have lit up. Nick Leeson and the Manchester City boys know goals count double here. Genn tackled, Bedard shoots, Big Nev saves.
And they need something extra special now, Everton.
They need 2 goals in 40 seconds. It's a huge ask for Everton here if they're to keep themselves in the Premier League All-Stars. But they've got a free kick. Back goes the wall, in comes the shot, and that, Ron, I think, is the last chance that they will have here. Now it's all about goal difference for Manchester City. Let's remind you, a win doesn't necessarily get you to the quarter-finals. It comes down to goal difference, and that could have just been boosted there by Keith Curl.
3-0's convincing, though. It's a good win.
It's too late for Everton. Their Premier League All-Star dream has died here at the first hurdle. Nicky Summerby set Manchester City on their way, and it's the City fans who will celebrate long into the night. Bedard wrapped things up. Full time here, Manchester City 3, Everton 0.
Righty.
What?
Giving one of the Everton fans a bit of stick out there. You were having a little bit of banter. So Everton have gone out. They've gone out 3-0 down to Manchester City.
David's lots of quality there. Who you pick out as your danger man? Obviously, Ant Genn was a top player tonight.
I would say Ant Genn for Manchester City there looks as though he could be a danger for the amateurs.
Yeah, they looked solid, didn't they? City were solid. Rodney Marsh done some good stuff.
Yeah, he did okay when he came on. That was okay there.
He's looking a bit rounder than he should be, but like, you know, for his age, I think he's done brilliant.
And was Nick Leeson as disappointing as you thought?
You know something? I have to take it all back with Nick Leeson because he held the ball up really well and laid it into people. But when I saw him when they were warming up, I'm not joking, he toe-punked everything. I thought this was going to be a nightmare for him.
All right, let's take a look at the tournament board. So there are then with 2 games gone. So far, the top teams are the only teams definitely through to the quarter-finals.
And Craig has caught up with some very tired-looking legs.
So we're here, we're not interviewing Rodney Marsh or Nicky Summerby. It's Tom Bedard. Well done.
Oh, thank you very much. Pretty tight now, it's a bit hard to hear what's going on, just absolutely shattered. Absolutely shattered, yeah. Really proud of what we've done.
Well then, run us through your goal.
Absolutely no idea, just found myself up there and swung a leg and I think Southall put it in. No idea what happened. I've never scored, ever.
Well, you've scored for Manchester City and you're through to the next round.
So I couldn't hear what you said. Can you say it again?
Dream come true?
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely, definitely.
Yeah. Donny, what about you? Now, you have to tell me, I don't watch much television. Why is everybody booing you?
Who's booing me?
Oh, they might be booing me.
All I can hear is cheers. All I can hear is cheers.
Mate, did you enjoy that?
I'm obviously their favourite tonight. Yeah.
Did you enjoy the game?
Hey?
Are you disappointed? Come on.
I'm looking forward to a pint more.
What did your teammates say? They gutted?
Everybody had a good go. I think they're all right. I think we'll get over it.
All right then. All right. Well, both of you, congratulations. And I think there's a pint that way. And it's back to you, Helen.
All right. Thanks a lot. It's no wonder Tom Bedard looked scared. They call him the water carrier because apparently he can't shoot past, dribble or control the ball, but he did all right tonight, didn't he? Right, that's it from us on a night that's seen Manchester United beat Blackburn Rovers.
And Everton go out to Manchester City.
Right, if you want to come and see a game, tickets are free. Go to sky1.co.uk/all-stars or call 0870 060 3388. Switch over now to Extra Time on Sky 3 for more All-Stars action.
Join us tomorrow night when the likes of Danny Dyer, Martin Afire, Naeem, it makes me shudder, and play against Reading, West Ham, Wigan, Athletic and Tottenham.